Hey people, Sean Rivers messaged me and said I want to start a clothing line with t-shirts, but I don't know how to start or how to get my brand name out there. Evil66 actually replied to him and said he has tons of videos. Go through them. So shout out Evil66. Um, a lot of times when I'll get messages, it'll be kind of a topic I've either touched on or already made a video, and it's hard for me to find the video and then reply to it. But yeah, so go through some of the videos, Sean. But the obviously, I don't need to make a video for that. What I wanted to say is because I haven't talked about marketing in a while, I'll be talking about either something else more detailed or something really broad. But what I want to say for marketing, as a note, and this is inspired by Grant Cardone. I did a video on Grant Cardone. I'm a huge fan of his in sales. Now I have like my hardcore art people and designers who would not like a person like Grant Cardone because he's very polarizing. He is all about the sales, but he's very brilliant in approaching aggressive sales as a tactic, and his views on approaching business in general. In any case, one thing that came back to me about a few books that I've checked out from him, including the 10x book, is you've got to cut through the noise. You've got to cut through the noise. And so that applies so deeply with fashion. It's easier than ever to start a brand. I mean, I can start 3 brands tomorrow. If you're gonna start with like t-shirts and embroideries with blanks and that sort of thing. But there's already like a million that exist right now. So without getting into detail in this video, it's very simple, but difficult to execute. But what I want to say to you, Sean, is your brand has to cut through the noise. I was reading another video because I'm replying to a bunch of these, and someone was saying how I had made a comment about what I think is whack, that's in retail. And someone said how what I think is whack is different than other, and it's true. It's completely true. There's brands that I would never back that do millions, and so I definitely take that into account. But whether you like a brand, next time you go shopping, check this out and look at brands that you hate, that you see that are doing successful. Not to be a hater or anything, but so that you know that you would never create something like that, but they're in the shop and they've moved at least thousands of units of that product. So in some cases, like in career, they say it's not what you know but who you know, and you have to back that up with work ethic and working knowledge and that sort of thing. But it's a big point to take into consideration. So with your brand, you got to cut through the noise. Will you be the best brand out there? It's going to be subjective and objective to everyone, including me and you. But success is a measure. If you measure it with money or finances or being able to pay your rent with your brand, I mean, either way, marketing wise, you've got to find a way for your brand to stand out. Whether that's through social media, like whenever you're clicking on this video, it's like super competitive. So cut through the noise, Sean. Your brand has to cut through the noise. Anything to add, people? Drop it down below, and I will see you on the internets. Peace.